If I said it, I don't care if it's in there.
No, I care if there's stuff in there.
Really?
Yeah.
And okay.
Do it over there.
I did the slate
Hey.
for Deanna. That's how they do it, right? In the movies.
In Hollywood.
In Hollywood.
Yeah.
Do you know
Take one.
Do you know the reason why they do a slate?
Tell us, Scary.
I don't.
You took intro to film and video?
I sure did.
And how to be a
Brooklyn
comedian.
Him and Scorsese went to school.
And by the way, the slate is the black and white thing with the checkers when they say, all right, no, take. And then it makes that loud clacking noise.
Yeah.
It's so you could sync up the audio and the video from an editor's perspective. So you hear the click. So basically when that thing closes, you hear the click and you see it. So if you're an editor in the room, all you got to do is go to the point where they take slate
Very good.
and match up the audio and the video, and they know everything else from then on will be in sync. And it's not like your mouth is going to be moving at one point.
Otherwise it'll look like a Godzilla movie.
Right.
I'm going to start doing that with anything we do. If we're doing a podcast,
Slate.
that's my sound for an
It will
edit.
benefit Deanna.
You know how
every
many
time.
episodes Deanna hasn't had that for? So I'm
And
sure
it's just trying to figure
Poor
out.
Deanna. Well, we also don't ever really edit anything in here, so it should be okay.
Facts.
Yeah.
I think we should do one posted podcast on Instagram that has our mouths out of sync with the audio.
that would be
There's a
funny.
couple.
Just trust me.
I watch them. Yeah, there's a few.
Wait, so just start moving your mouth right now.
Wait, you go back and watch all the 15-minute morning shows?
What?
Oh, God.
Should we buy a professional slate for our show and do it? Yes. And then at the beginning, Elvis Duran 15-minute morning show. Take one.
On our very last day here, I think we should put together a compilation of all of the things that after the podcast we've been like, Deanna, edit that out.
Oh my god.
And just let them fly. I would be fascinated to see how that goes. I mean, I know how it'll go. It won't matter because we won't be here anymore.
There was remember a couple we started 5-10 minutes in, we're like, we can't do this.
Well, there's the one we did with the guy from Tampa that will never see the light of day.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, I remember that
And
one.
one was poop related with me that Elvis made cut.
There's been lots of stuff for
I'll-
lots of reasons.
You know, you have your new podcast out, right?
Yeah.
Sauce on the Side.
Oh, thanks, Gary. Yes.
I haven't heard it yet, but I'm.
No problem.
I have.
It's on my list.
Thank
But,
you, Scotty.
So I just wanted to say, so on the Brooklyn Boys podcast, the rule is no edits. We just go, and if we make up, if we screw up, we just keep rolling with it, and we let everybody hear it. Do you do that on your podcast?
No. So what I want to do on my podcast is all of the people who don't have a specific segment on the show, I'm trying to do an episode with them. So Scotty actually wandered into the last episode that's going to get posted on Wednesday. And he sat down and we had a great time, but there's a lot of that that's coming out. Whatever is still in there and that's still going to fly is fascinating. And Scott, you, by the way, you sound really good when you speak.
Really?
Yeah, your voice sounded great. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, thanks.
It sounds amazing. Yeah. So, but a lot of, there's a lot of stuff I had to take out, including him pounding on the desk the whole time.
I get angry.
Yeah, man. He was livid.
Very emotional.
What do you have to take out? Like stuff he doesn't want in there?
So many
Oh no,
things.
if I said it, I don't care if it's in there.
No, I
Okay.
care if there's stuff in there.
Really?
Yeah.
It's her name on the
Oh,
show.
I want to. That's the podcast I want to listen to. Stuff that she took out.
There's just a couple things that I'm like, the jokes are too fresh. It's too fresh. We gotta let this settle for a minute.
Okay.
Before, we'll see. But I thought it was really good, and it's a great way to get to know Scotty. So I'm looking forward
I'm
to that
glad you
one.
think that because I think it sucked.
Oh, thanks.
But you always do that. I've never heard you go, that was great. You always think it's bad, whatever you do, but it's actually very good.
I guess in the moment you're like, but
I get it.
You can
after
listen
the
to
fact.
it if you want to. I'm not going to change
Oh, I
anything
will
now,
listen
but
to it.
yeah, you can listen to it before.
Oh, okay.
If there's anything you want to change, but I'm excited. So yeah.
Hey, remember
Thanks.
that epic episode of the serial killers where you had me on and we just were riffing for about a half hour and then Andrew wasn't recording?
Yeah.
Or it got deleted somehow.
Yeah. And that's something you can't recreate that because then you know it's forced.
Yeah. That was so sad.
Oh,
Hey, when is your podcast coming out?
I have no idea. I got to get an idea, a name, money to back it.
You know what I actually think would be
Wait,
really
there's money
fun?
in podcasts?
Not just milk, not just milk and cereal.
So much money, Scotty. It's falling from the sky. It's crazy.
You're going to get paid in Cookie Crisp.
Remember our friend that we had on, the captain?
Yeah.
I think a podcast with the two of you would actually be awesome.
Oh.
And I'm trying to convince him to come on board with us and do some stuff with us. And I think that would be great.
I don't think he could handle it. I
No,
think he would have to
they would be making out.
Yeah, he would have a
pretty
heart
great.
attack. He's in love with that guy.
Jerk off under the board.
You're fine.
What?
Is that what Sauce on the Side is? Yes. Oh, okay.
That's exactly what it
It's
is.
hard to find somebody that is your exact match in life. You know what I mean? As far as a guy goes, finding somebody that you not only look like, but
he's
also,
like 6'6", giant beard, all
great
tattoos,
facial hair.
twins with Nate.
Just finding people that have the same interest in you is very difficult. So that is a good idea.
It'd be fun.
He'd have to move up here from Florida, leave his petting zoo behind, but
or you guys could do like a Zoom thing. Lots of people do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, all right, I'll file it away. I don't know. I got to get a podcast. Danielle, when are you starting yours?
I'm actually working on a book podcast with Sam right now because people keep asking me, when are you doing a book club podcast? So Sam actually came up with the idea, and she's got all these, her wheels are turning. So we're working on that. And then Sheldon and I are working on one. It's just that we haven't found the time to do it.
He has to stop selling houses.
I know. We've been working on one for years, and he has all these ideas written down and things we want to do and whatever. So it's coming, but we just,
Maybe if he didn't have
Gandhi,
to...
how hard is it to actually...
Oh, it took me 5 years.
Right, exactly.
I had different co-hosts. I had all kinds of stuff. I threw so many episodes in the trash.
So it's coming.
Dar, like your first podcast that you were going to do was with, what's her name from Wild and Out?
Justina.
Yeah.
That was actually the second version.
Okay.
The first, remember my crazy friend from Boston?
Oh, yes, your Boston friend.
The red-haired comedian?
Yeah, what happened to that one?
I listened back to the episodes and I was like, I will get in so much trouble for all of these because he's a mess and he just says whatever the fuck he wants because there are no consequences for him in life in any way because he just answers to himself.
We had him on the show. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he was on. Second version was Justina.
Okay.
Third version is just me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What's the fourth version?
So
you, me, and the captain.
So, you guys don't know this because we just kind of started it on our own like about a month and a half ago, very quietly. So, the Brooklyn Boys podcast is a weekly podcast that I do. I started a second podcast a week. It's called Slice Time. And, the Brooklyn Boys fan club is called the Slices. They call themselves the Slices, Slice for Life, whatever. So what we did was we made an entire podcast where Brody and I just go through the talkbacks from the feedback from the last podcast. So we literally roll through the talkbacks live every Monday or Tuesday in the beginning of the week. Run about 40 or 50 of these.
No preview. You don't
no preview. No. So they just but they're great, and we respond to them. And some people, they criticize us here and there, but we love it. But the fact is, it's just like very Mystery Science Theater 3000. Where they used to play those old black and white movies, and they had the critics commenting on the movies. People just leaving talkbacks, us playing them, and us recording our reactions to them every week.
It's a good idea. I might steal that.
You should.
I'm going to call it Slice Time.
It's another 30, 40-minute episode. And it gives the
extra sauce on the side.
It puts extra sauce or leftover sauce, But as soon as you start getting those talkbacks, you're going to need an entire podcast episode companion every week just for that.
I don't even know where those come in.
A lot of people do this on YouTube, and they will listen to comments about them or what people say about them.
I'm uninterested in that.
On the comments.
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
Yeah, it's great.
You want to know what people think of you?
Yeah, I don't care. I got thick skin. I've been doing radio since the 90s. We talk about this all the time.
So now will you have to have another podcast to comment on the second podcast?
Well, so
a rebuttal to the rebuttal.
Right. This is okay. But we give that time to the listeners to comment and do what they want, and then fire back at us.
Okay.
And so there may be a need for a third where we then
you fire back.
It's like Inception.
Yeah. Now check it out. It's on the Elvis Duran network of podcasts.
That's kind of like. Where'd he go? Oh, he's in there.
Like
so you guys have Bowl Chat, right?
Yes. It's like the side podcast to serial killers where we just talk about whatever the hell. And by the way, we have some big news about serial killers, but as of the time of this recording, we're not quite allowed to say it yet.
But it'll drop in my episode.
Yeah, will it?
Yeah, it will.
Okay, good.
It'll be a big announcement.
Maybe you just need
It's
to
not the
Grammy
photo.
to release the news.
No, it's not the photo.
But
it's just something we're not allowed to say until
today,
they announce
right?
it. What?
It's today that it
It is-
gets announced?
it is today,
At what
yes.
time?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Well, then I guess you'll have to listen to Sauce on this side. Good news, good news.
Oh, I know what it is. Andrew told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is exciting.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
You
Good.
do. I think you do.
We do?
I think Nate
Hey,
does.
Danielle, you know.
What is it?
It's
Pull the mics down. Let's tell them.
Yeah.
Pull the mics, take it down,
That's
take
the
it down.
Hold
Wait.
on, wait.
Exciting.
How come you can't say it yet?
Because we're
they're
not
not-
allowed to say it till it's actually announced, and they're
They
dragging their
usually
feet.
release that
Okay.
around 9 o'clock.
They're on LA time.
Yeah, but they usually release it early. I think it's like 9 or 10
Okay.
that they do that.
I don't want to get in
embargo.
trouble.
Okay.
Imagine they
By the time you see this or hear this, it will have been released. So this sounds foolish.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
they hear it. It's not happening anymore. I'm sorry,
Well,
guys.
see, that's the thing. I don't want to mess it up because it may never happen again.
It might.
Anyway.
Well, you're in very special company because somebody else was also,
in that group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here in this room. It's crazy.
Was it scary?
Yeah.
What's that now?
You and Scotty.
Yes, we have that in common.
Yes.
Are we committing like the biggest radio faux pas right now, which
Yes.
is just dick teasing everybody and not letting them know what we're actually talking about?
Life is all about dick teasing.
Oh Lord.
You're like tickling the balls.
These things I had to cut out.
It's like tickling the balls with a feather.
Well, how about this? Where can the people listening now see this information? Can they go to some Instagram later in the day, Scotty?
I don't know. I guess.
Why do you get so mad when people are trying to
No,
help
I'm
you out
not
with
mad.
something?
I don't because I don't know. I have no idea.
You're gonna post it on serial killers.
Is it definitely being announced today?
Yeah, we'll post
Oh,
it.
then you can
So
say
then you
it.
post it.
So it will be on Serial Killers P.
Serial Killers PC on Instagram. At
There you
Serial
go.
Killers PC.
Cereal with a C.
Yeah.
There's your happy ending, people.
You know, they showed the top podcast of like the last year, and the number 5 podcast is Serial Killers, but not yours.
Not ours.
Yeah.
Aw. Was it with an S? Those
Yeah.
two? Oh, bummer.
Wow.
Sorry.
Thanks for the reminder.
Maybe they made a
Garrett.
mistake.
Yeah, maybe. Like Nicki Minaj yesterday. Did you guys see that?
No.
They announced Nicki Minaj as the winner of a Grammy, and she did not win it, but it was on the Grammy website. So now people are like, it's a conspiracy. They took it away from her. Like, no one could ever make a mistake. Very stupid.
Oh, God.
Is that all? Is
That's
that
it.
good?
I think that's
Did
it.
we hit 15 minutes?
Well,
No,
I'm
we didn't, but
excited
it's
to go
cool.
check at the Instagram. Serial Killers PC.
Yes,
at
please.
Instagram. Okay.
All right.
Scotty's
Scotty.
leaving the show.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Would like that.